Since we were not able to get the second part of the free Kroger tickets to load, I am going to go ahead and scratch both of these. But most of the time, if we purchase two, it's going to be one by me and one by Andy. But let me show you what we got. We got Winter Wonderland. And we have my favorite, Cashword. We're going to start with Cashword. And as you see here, you just scratch these letters. And you have your bonus word here. You have Puzzle 2. Puzzle 2, you can win anywhere up to $40 on Puzzle 2. And Puzzle 1, you can win anywhere up to $300,000. Which I wouldn't mind winning that. That's $300,000. So let's start with the first letter. We have an O. As you can see, there's an O in reform. Let's go to puzzle number 2. And there is an O in ratio, an O in stop. And I don't see any more O's in that one. So let's move up and let's let you be able to see this number 1 puzzle. And I see an O in emotion. And I see an O in dodge. I see an O in disco. I see an O in enjoy. I see an O in obsession. And let's do another quick run through. I do not see any more. But if you do see them, please leave a message down. I don't want to lose anything. We've got an A. Okay, we see no A's in reform. And we are going to do the puzzle number 2. There's an A in ratio, an A in Earl, an A in car, 2 A's. Oh, and one's for 2 words. An alpha. There's 2 A's. I see no more A's. Let's move and bring in number 1. We have A in racket, A in glad, A in sand, A in nuance. Let's see if we've missed an A here. Let's see if we missed an A here. We have 1 in van. Sorry about that. Okay, and we have an I. Well, goodness gracious, they're giving us a bunch. There's an I in ratio. I do not see another I at the bottom. There is no I in reform. So let's bring this so you can see the letters here. We have an I in aim. We have an I in kit. We have an I in emotion. Let's see, we have an I in rise. I in disco. I in nice. I'm sorry, that one's Nick. And then there's one in nice as well. I in juvenile. And I do not see any more I's. Let's see what we got here. We got a P. There's no P in reform. So let's go to puzzle number 2. And there's a P for stop and alpha. But I see no other P's. And let's go to number 1. And see if we can find a P. So far, I'm not seeing one. Let's see. I do not see a P. So we're going to go down to the next. We have an L. There's no L in reform. So we're going to go to our puzzle number 2. There's an L in Lee or locate. There's an L in Earl. There's an L in alpha. Ooh, we need an H and we got a whole word there. See, I see no other L's. And let's come down here. There's an L in flu. Let's see. An L in glad. an L in juvenile. And I see no other L's. There's a U. There's no U in reform, as you can see. And let's go to number 2. And I don't see any U's. Let's hope there's some at the top. There's a U in juvenile. There's a U in nuance. And I see no other U's. Ruh-roh. Hopefully we get some better letters. We got a J. Nothing in reform. That'll bring us to 2. And I see no J's. Is there a J at the top? J in enjoy and juvenile. But I see no other J's. And then we have a Z. Goodness, we're getting some interesting letters. I see no Z in reform. No Z on puzzle 2. Let's go to puzzle 1 and see if we're lucky enough to find a Z here. We have no Z's. Well, hopefully that's the only one we don't have any of. And we have a B. No B in reform. And then we're going to go to puzzle number 2. We have a B and breathe. I see no other B's. We're going to go to the top here. Let's make sure you can see everything. And we have a B in obsession. And I do not see any other B's. I do see... No, we did not get that letter. Oh. Okay. We're going to bring that back up. I apologize. I'm going to go ahead and do 2 because there's probably not going to be an X. And we've got an X and a Y. I see none in reform. And I see none of either one in puzzle number 2. And let's go to puzzle number 1. Hoping we find at least one. We do have an X in excess. And we have an Y in enjoy. Okay, there is an H. And there's no H's in reform. And on number 2 here, we have one H in alpha, which gets us a word. So we have hope. We have hope. There's an H in breathe. Let's see. Let's bring up number 1 here. Is there H's up here? We can hope. And I see no H's. Well, let's see what we got over here. We have a K. There's no K in reform. So let's go to number 2. I see no K. And at the top, I do see a K. Thank goodness. We don't have a empty one. And then we got a K for racket or kit. We have a K for knee. And we have a K in Nick. And I see no other K's. But that's really not bad for a K. We have a D. Still no more letters in reform. And we're going to look on 2 here. And I do not see a D. So let's go to number 1. A D in glad. A D in disco. A D in sand. I do not see another D. We're going to go with Q, so we're going to bring another one. Oh, we finally got something else to put in reform. We got a Q and an R. So we got 2 R's in reform. Let's go to puzzle 2. We have an R in breathe. and ratio. An R in car and Earl. And that's all the R's I see at the bottom. So let's bring this and center a little bit. We have an R in racket. We have an R in rise. And I see no other R's at the top. And our next is an S. There's no S in reform, so let's bring puzzle 2. We have an S in stop. We have an S in seam. I see no other S's. Let's center up this number 1. And we have 2 S's. One will be for rise and excess, and one of them's just for excess. We have an S over here for obsession, and 2 more S's. Let's see. I do not see S for sand. Thank you, baby. We got an S for sand. Now we have an F, which gives us another letter for reform. And now we'll bring puzzle number 2. I do not see any F's on number 2. And there is, I believe, at least one at the top. Okay, F for flu. And I do not see another F. I would love to have an E. Of course, an E and an M, so we got reform. That would be great. But we have an M, which means most likely we're not going to get that E. But let's see. Let's go to puzzle number 2. And we have an M on stem. Okay. Let's bring down number 1 here. An M on aim. That gives us an actual word at the top. And I don't see another M at all. You know what? We missed that O earlier on emotion. And we have a C. Ouch. Which, no C, and of course in reform. And we have no E's, no T, no E, no T, no E, no T. That we have alpha. We have car, but that's just 2, and you have to have 3, as you can see here, to get 5. So let's go up the top. We'll check it and make sure, but it does not look like it's going to be a winner. And we're number 1, we have a C in racket. We have a C in excess. Let's see. A C in nuance. A C in nick and nice. It would have been nice to get an N.
C in disco.
And a C in disco, which gives us 2 words at the top, 2 words at the bottom. But as you can see on both, you have to have 3 and 3. Okay, let's go ahead and put this away and bring in the winter winnings. Hopefully, it really is winter winnings.
Good luck, babe.
Thank you. Reveal a $50 symbol and win $50 automatically. Reveal a $100 symbol and win $100 automatically. If anyone, that's the top. So let's just go ahead and do that so we don't get. And we've got a coat and earmuffs. Boo. Okay. If any one or more of your numbers match any of the winning numbers, you win the prize shown below. Your matching numbers reveal a star symbol and win that prize shown automatically. Reveal a winter symbol and win all 15 prizes shown. And it looks like here it's 1 in 3.97, but I'm hoping this is the one. Okay, wouldn't mind having that winter symbol, that's for sure. We've got number 12, number 27, a number 30, and number 21. And we've got a 14. We've got 24. 22. Uh-oh, that's a 1 off. 13, another 1 off. A 1.
Pesky number 1.
16. 26, another 1 off. An 8. A 20. 17. A 19. 11, another 1 off. A 7. A 3. And a 25. Well, we lost, but we had a great time. You guys enjoy this stuff, please. Subscribe and like. Maybe leave a comment. We are going to be bringing other kinds of content to you. If you would like to watch, we would enjoy you watching us. Thank you.
Thank you.